If you don't know, now you know. Trusting God's plan is difficult a lot of times because it is the unknown. We don't know where we're headed. We don't know what is going to be in our future. We don't know. It's just the unknown. And thinking about the unknown and not knowing where we are going to go in our life can be very scary. The way my life has been set up since 2023, I've been trusting God when it comes to a lot of things, trusting God when it comes to removing myself from circles that I just do not belong in anymore, trusting God when it comes to leaving a job that I was working for more than 6 years, um, trusting God when it came to isolating myself away from family, from friends, and from the world, and just really getting into His Word and understanding that side of life. Trusting God when it comes to the spiritual side of life, and just really growing and just trying to promote growth in everything that I do. Sometimes trusting God can be difficult because it is the unknown. We don't know where our life is headed. It's funny, as we grow up in life, we have so many things that we want to do, from our career, where we want to go, where we want to be, where we see ourselves. Um, and God always has a different plan for us. So trusting God can definitely be difficult. Trusting God is really scary because we don't know. But one thing I've learned is that God sees things that we cannot see. God sees the unknown. God sees things that we will never be able to see. God sees people, that are supposed to be your friends, talking about you. God sees people that are betraying you. God sees so many things. God sees where you are going to be in the next couple months, in the next couple years. So God really removes us from circles. He removes us and isolates us, in order for us to grow and learn from the things that we have gone through in life, in order to move us into a new territory. And 2024 for me is about moving in different territory that I don't know, that I am not familiar with. But God has been pushing me to just grow in ways that I could have never done on my own, and just building my confidence, working on who I am as a person, and just really truly loving myself, because I don't think in the past that I truly loved myself, and God had to separate me from everybody, from family, from friends, in order for me to really truly understand who I am, and to truly understand why I was placed on this earth, and to really understand my purpose. And one thing I've learned is the meaning of life is to find your gift, and the purpose of life is to give it away. And I've been moving into different territory, growing in ways that I could not have grown on my own, and just really understanding or whatever that I am everything that God said that I am, and just improving my way of life, improving my outlook on things, changing my perspective on life and on people, and really changing my perspective on myself, and just truly really giving myself a chance, and to just going for the things that I want in life, my goals, and really pursuing everything head on. I could have never done any of this, without God. And God's plan sometimes is scary because it is the unknown. We don't know where we're going. We don't know where we're moving, what territory we're moving into. But one thing I've learned is that we have to do things different in life in order to get something different. We have to change things up in order to get something different in life. If certain things are not working for you, then you have to do something different, because the way you are moving is not going to get you where you are trying to go. And so I am learning to just really trust God's plan, because God's plan is always going to be better than my own. I don't see everything that God sees. I don't see people, that are supposed to be my friend. I don't see the way people talk about me when I'm not there. So when I say God has a plan and he's removing you, from circles that you no longer belong in. That's what God has done for me since 2023. He has removed me from groups that I do not belong in anymore. And I'm never going to say that the people that God is removing us from are bad people, because they are not. But sometimes God is moving you to other places that people can't go with you. Not everybody can go where God is taking you. They are going to have their own time. And right now, my time is now. So I have to truly believe, to trust God's plan. I know it is unknown, and I don't know what the future has for me, but I know that God's plan is always going to be better than my own, because God sees things that I will not ever see, because God is my creator. He's your creator. He's creator of this earth, and he knows everything. He knows our life. He knows the beginning, the middle, and the end. So I have to just let down my guard, and something that's hard for me to do, because I like to be in control. And I've always thought that I was in control, but nothing moves without the hand of God. And so I just want to say to somebody that you have to trust God's plan, because God's plan is always going to be better than your own. I know it may be scary. I know it's unknown. I know you're moving into new territory, but God sees everything that you do not see. God sees people that do not belong in your life anymore. God sees people and what they do behind closed doors, in the darkness. When people don't think nobody's watching, God knows everything. He sees everything and he hears everything. And you and me, we don't have those capabilities on this planet, and so we are all spiritual beings, just growing and learning, and you have to allow yourself to trust God's plan. I know it's hard, trust me. I've been there, and I'm still working on trusting God more, because I've been let down and hurt so many times by people, on this earth. But one thing I can say, that nobody on this earth, and nobody will ever be who God is. Nobody will ever be who you really want them to be. God is the one that loves you through everything, even through our mistakes, even through things that God has told us not to do, and we still do. God still loves us, even after everything that we have done in our life. And nobody on this earth is perfect. We've all done things, but trusting God's plan is the way to go, because God is literally going to move you into new territory. He's going to know, everything from the front, the back, the side. He's going to know everything. He knows who is for you and who is not for you. And God is growing, helping us all grow in ways that we will never be able to do without him. So I'm here to tell someone to trust God's plan, because God's plan is always going to be better than our own. And if you don't know, now you know.